Hey everyone, it is 2 a.m. and we are at the Cayuga Park basketball courts for 2 a.m. with Dustin. For the next few weeks, we're going to be doing youth group lessons here on YouTube since we can't meet together. I'm going to do them every Sunday night live at 2 in the morning. Most of it's going to be review stuff we've already talked about, either Bible stories or just general life application. Today we're talking about something that I think is really important. This here is a battery terminal. When you go and you buy a brand new car, you have one of these, a couple of these on your car. They're brand new, they're nice and clean, just like this one. But as your car gets older, sometimes your battery can corrode, and this can start to get gunk all over, this corrosive buildup. And if you don't clean it off, it just keeps building and building and building, and then eventually your car doesn't start. This one little piece of equipment, this one little item plays a big impact on if your car starts or if it doesn't. Just like what we're talking about today. Today we're talking about your words. Our words have huge impacts on our life. Our words can be used to build up friendships or be used to create enemies. Our words can be used to encourage people or to tear down other people. Our words can be used to tell the truth or they can be used to lie. So instead of me adding in a bunch of extra words, I'm just going to tell you what the Bible has to say about it, and then I'm going to ask you some questions. Starting off, James 3:3-5. This is what it says. When we put bits into the mouths of horses to make them obey us, we can turn the whole animal. Or take ships as an example. Although they are so large and are driven by strong winds, they are steered by a very small rudder, wherever the pilot wants to go. Likewise, the tongue is a small part of the body, but it makes great boasts. Consider what a great forest is set on fire by a small spark. Though our tongue is small, it is very powerful and has a big impact on our lives. Just like a ship's rudder is very small and it makes the whole boat move. Our tongue is small, but it's one of the biggest impacting parts of the body. James 3:10-12 continues. With the tongue, we praise our Lord and Father, and with it we curse human beings who have been made in God's likeness. Out of the same mouth comes praise and cursing. My brothers and sisters, this should not be. Can both fresh water and salt water flow from the same spring? My brothers and sisters, can a fig tree bear olives or a grapevine bear figs? Neither can a salt spring produce fresh water. There it says our words can be used as a curse or our words can be used for praise. When it says curse, I don't think it means four-letter words or cuss words. I think there's a greater meaning there. I think it's like hoping something bad happens to someone, or using our words to hate someone, or just a general negativity towards other people. We can use our words to build up, or we can use our words to tear down. We can use our words to build friendships, or we can use our words to create enemies. We can use our words for truth, or we can use them for lies. Here's some things to think about. Proverbs 12:18 says, "The words of the reckless pierce like swords, but the tongue of the wise brings healing." Words can bring pain, or words can bring healing and comfort. How are you using your words? Proverbs 15:1 says, "A gentle answer turns away wrath, but harsh words cause quarrels." Our words can be gentle or our words can be harsh and they can cause quarrels. How are you using your words? Proverbs 15:4 says, "The soothing tongue is a tree of life, but a perverse tongue crushes like the spirit." Are you using your words to soothe or are you using your words to crush spirits? How are you using your words? Proverbs 26:20 says, "Without wood, a fire goes out. Without a gossip, a quarrel dies down." Gossip hurts people. My definition of gossip is when you're talking about someone to someone who isn't involved and can't fix the problem. Gossip hurts people. Are you gossiping about people? How are you using your words? How can we use our words to be an example for other people? We can start out by not using dishonest or hurtful speech. We can praise often. Instead of using our tongue for negative, we can use it for positive. We can be slow to speak and fast to listen. We can encourage more than we critique. We can use words that are only good for building up people and giving grace to those who hear it, as it says in Ephesians 4:29. Don't let any unwholesome talk come out of your mouths, but only what is helpful for building others up according to their needs, that it may benefit those who listen. How are you using your words? Proverbs 16:24 says, kind words are like honey, sweet to the soul and healthy for the body. Psalm 19:14 says, may the words of my mouth and the meditation of my heart be pleasing to you, O Lord, my rock, my redeemer. We need to use our words that are pleasing to God. How we speak can reveal a lot about us. How we speak can reveal what country we're from, or what segment from the country we're from, what area of the country we're from. What words we use can tell us about our jobs, or how old we are, or how educated we are. But it can also tell you a lot about your values and how you live your life. When it comes down to it, all words originate from inside your heart. Matthew 12:34 says, out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. When I was younger and I would say a word I shouldn't say, my mom would always say, I'm going to wash your mouth out with soap. And trust me, I got soap a few times. But what did that teach me? It taught me not to say bad words around my mom. It changed what was thinking in here. I knew when my mom was around, I shouldn't say certain things. But what it didn't change is in here. What's coming out of your mouth is coming from what's inside your heart. We have to realize the impact our words can have on others. What we say, what we put on the internet, what we text, what we send on Snapchat. Instead of using all of those mediums, all those ways to tear down people, we should be using those words for grace and for lifting people up. We must be intentionally committed to using our words in a way that honors God, lifts up people, and shows grace to others. How are you using your words? Something to think about this week. That's it for 2 a.m. with Dustin. Make sure you join us next week.